Insert recent date, Russia launched its largest and most intense assault on Ukraine since the full-scale invasion began in February 2022. This unprecedented attack involved a massive wave of missiles, drones, and airstrikes targeting cities, critical infrastructure, and military facilities across Ukraine. The assault has left dozens dead, hundreds injured, and widespread destruction in its wake, further escalating an already brutal war that has entered its third year. According to Ukrainian officials, the attack involved over 100 missiles and dozens of Shahd drones launched from various directions, including air, land, and sea. Major cities such as Kyiv, Kharkiv, Lviv, Dnipro, and Odessa came under intense bombardment. Air raid sirens blared throughout the night, with civilians seeking shelter in metro stations and basements. Ukraine's air defense systems intercepted many incoming projectiles, but the sheer scale of the assault overwhelmed some defenses, resulting in significant damage. The Ukrainian military described the strike as a massive coordinated assault, with over 150 aerial threats detected. Infrastructure such as power stations, water supplies, communication lines, and transportation hubs were among the main targets. In Kyiv, several residential buildings were hit, killing at least a dozen civilians. Hospitals reported a surge in casualties, and emergency services worked tirelessly to rescue survivors from rubble. President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the attack, calling it an act of terror aimed at demoralizing the Ukrainian population. He stated, "Russia has once again shown it does not seek peace. It seeks destruction, fear, and suffering." Zelensky urged Western allies to provide more air defense systems and to accelerate the delivery of promised military aid. Russia, on the other hand, claimed the strikes were aimed solely at military and logistical targets. The Kremlin framed the operation as a retaliatory measure for recent Ukrainian drone attacks on Russian territory. However, the high civilian toll and widespread damage suggest a broader strategy of pressure and intimidation. International reaction was swift. The United Nations, the European Union, the United States, and NATO strongly condemned the attack. US President Joe Biden reaffirmed support for Ukraine and announced plans for expedited delivery of defense aid, including Patriot missile systems and ammunition. European leaders called for tougher sanctions on Russia, warning that Moscow's continued aggression threatens not only Ukraine but global stability. Analysts believe the massive attack may indicate a shift in Russian strategy. As frontline battles remain largely static, Russia appears to be focusing more on long-range strikes to cripple Ukraine's infrastructure ahead of a possible renewed offensive. This escalation also comes as Western attention is divided due to elections and other global conflicts. Despite the devastation, Ukrainian resolve remains firm. People across the country have shown resilience, continuing their daily lives amid the chaos. Volunteers, medics, and rescue workers are working around the clock to provide relief and support. As the war grinds on, this latest attack serves as a grim reminder that peace remains distant. The international community faces growing pressure to respond decisively, not only to support Ukraine's defense but to